I fell in love with my psychiatrist and he knew and he kept me.
Another question that comes up, why didn't the psychiatrist refer her out? And she asked that throughout, and she even goes as far to say that it was unethical. I really feel for the psychiatrist here because it's a very painful experience as a provider to have your client who you're desperately trying to help tell you that you're doing all of these things wrong, go on and make a TikTok about you. That's all very stressful and might be enough to make somebody want to quit or definitely refer that person out. But the thing that's really difficult for people to understand is that there are likely a very low number of providers who you could actually refer them to, who would have a set of limits or a window of tolerance that's big enough to be able to tolerate these kinds of behaviors when they show up. It's really easy to hide under the guise of it was ethical to refer out, but what about the client when they haven't resolved any of these issues and they're bouncing from therapist to therapist for the rest of their life until they eventually feel so incredibly hopeless that they decide they can't manage it and then they decide to end their life? Like, where's the ethical responsibility there? Final thought for now, when you treat population of clients that have BPD, you are often in hell with them. They are living in hell and you're living in hell with them because you can't get them out without crawling down into the depths of hell in order to say like, okay, here's the way, there's smoke here, there's fire here, you're gonna avoid that corner here, come with me, we're gonna get out of here. I imagine hell, as from what you can see for the psychiatrist perspective, I imagine is really freaking hot, and that's why you need a consultation team. It's a non-negotiable in DBT. So you're gonna use your consultation team to figure out, how do I treat this client without getting absolutely singed by the hellish world that I'm in alongside them? Your DBT consultation team is also gonna help support you finding and communicating what your limits are to the client so that you as the provider are also supported. Okay, but also what do you do in DBT when your client says that they're in love with you? Well, you're gonna consider the behaviors that might be reinforcing that love and you're gonna extinguish those behaviors. An example of that might be warmth. She said that he would become really cold. Well, yeah, probably because you said that you were in love with him. Ideally, the provider would be able to help the client come to their own wise mind, given being in love with your therapist is not going to be in line with your long-term goals. It's likely to cause more pain over time. So it would be prioritized as a therapy interfering behavior and it would be targeted that way. So this means that I would be asking the client about their feelings of love, about urges, about any behaviors. What would those behaviors look like? Oh, well, like I sit and daydream about you, and okay, well, we have to work on stopping those behaviors. Let's work on acting opposite. We really need to be able to keep you in this relationship, and you falling in love with me isn't going to help that goal. Basically, I'm going to help you change those feelings so that way we can continue to work together. And remember, if providers are treating clients that have BPD like hot potato, and once it gets bad, they're referring them out and saying like, oh, I'm not it, then who the hell is going to treat them?